Hello everyone. Sorry I lose my voice here in Bogota, but I'm here to teach you how to use the remix and I introduce Solidity. So let's start it. First of all, this is me. My name is Solange Gueiros. I am a developer advocate at Chainlink Labs, and this is my rando in our networks and my website. I'm here to help you. And all that we are doing today will be directly in our collaborative pad and on Remix. So let's go to the collaborative pad. This is the link, and I will share this with you. Let's don't be in the full screen now. And then I can get the link and share with you. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good night. I don't know. I just share with you in the chat the link. And let's go over there. This is the pad, and we are together here. So I will start this pad from 0. So first I will get this and add this information over there. And then you can put your name and country if you like it. Like I'm from Brazil. And in the same way, we can start our presentation. Remember, it's important to put this for you as well. Hey, hello, Reginald from Belgium. Wow, Habibi, Iraq. Amazing. We have people from out the world. And yes, I am from Brazil, but now I am in Bogota because of DevCon. And even today, I am in 2 hackathons. If you are here in Bogota, I can invite you also to participate in the Arbitrum hackathon that will happen in person today and tomorrow. Wow! Welcome, Lucas from Sweden, Rocio, Ecuador, Hala, Jordan, Dubai, Kawa, Senil, Frost. Amazing! This is really amazing. So happy with you here. So is this. The people are here, and if you need the pad again, it's over there. I can let Ray tell me now if the echo is different now. And okay, great. I hope that my screen is not disappear for you because there are something strange and it disappeared for me. Let's see what happened. So first of all, what we need to start? We need to have a wallet, and we used to have an injected wallet called MetaMask. I already have my MetaMask here, and you can see that I am on Girly Network. So to go to Girly Network, maybe it's not appear for you. What you need to do? You need to go to Show Write Test Networks, and then you will turn on the networks. After this, you can close and you can select the Girly network. Great, and this is the first time that I came here and we don't have the others test networks because now, after the merge, we only have Girly and Cephalia. So after having MetaMask, we need to have some ethers in a test net where we are deploying our smart contract. The best way to get this is in our faucet. So go to faucet.chain.link. And for today, you don't need to have link, you will only need to have the ethers, but you can get both, is good. First of all, I need to log in with my Twitter account. Yes, authorize it. And okay, first, before the login, you need to connect your account. My account was already connected, so don't forget to connect your account here. And then now I need to verify that I am a human. Hope to. Where is the penguin on the ice? This is not nice, I think. What do you think? Yes. Yes. Wow. So let's get some. So I get a transaction with some links and another transaction with ethers. We can see both transactions over there. Let's wait a bit. They are being confirmed, so they are on the main pool, wait to be in the block. And we only can be sure that your transaction is good when it was in a block. And this, we are still waiting for this. Wait a bit more and it will be okay. Next step, we can go to remix. So we can go to remix. Oh, now you can see that's confirmed. And here is the link transaction. Here is the ethers transaction. Good. Excellent. Closed. And now let's go to remix. Because we're talking about this today. Wow, I'm so happy with people around the world. So this is remix. Probably when you open your remix, you can go to remix G's or G's. It's up to you. But when you go to remix, probably you'll not see a lot of files like me. It's because I did the other Solidity files, I deploy other contracts before. And what's remix? Remix, it's a environment for development online. And this is amazing when we starting because you can test some contract. It's not so useful when you have a huge project, but it's excellent to start. And here we are. This is Remix, our first smart contract. You be called register. How are you create the register.sol? I came here in File Explorer, go down. Below the full workspace, I have the icon to create a new file, and I will use this icon. I know that I already have this, so I'll put one here. Now you have an empty file. What's happened with our first smart contract? I will copy from this that I did some days ago, and I will paste here for you. So you must copy and paste this in our browser, okay? And don't cut. We have more people here. Everyone would like to copy and paste. So don't cut, only copy. He's here. I will copy and paste in my register one, in my case, .sol. Here we are. I will use my original and let's explain what we have here. Can be a bit bigger for you. Better. So first of all, I have a comment. These two slashes means a comment. And I'm defining the kind of license that my smart contract has. So it's a MIT license open source. Then I have the command pragma to define the version of Solidity that I'm using here. I'm using the Solidity 0.8.13. After this, the word contract is defining my contract. The name is register, and I have my contract inside, all the code inside. First of all, I have a variable called info, and this variable is private. I like to say that's private, but so not so much, because it means that it can be accessible inside the smart contract, but when you are sending a transaction to save some information here, it's possible to discover what you are saving. So be careful, that's not so private. Then we have the function getInfo, and this function it's only to return what you saved in the variable info. This is public, anyone can call this function. It's a view because we are not changing nothing in the blockchain, only querying some value, and this is returning the info. And we also have another function called setInfo, and we need to pass the parameter, what you'd like to save in your variable. And this, I'm passing the parameter and save inside the variable. So this is our first smart contract. It's so easy. If you have any doubt, you can put here in our chat. And okay, next step, let's compile our smart contract. For me, you can say that I have here a green symbol. Why? Because I have the auto compile selected. So go to the Solidity compiler and enable the auto compile. This is so useful for us because if you do something wrong, you can see live. For example, let's try to have a type string X. This doesn't exist. If I scroll down, I can see that even if I am in another line, I can see the error. I can go over there and fix it. And now I have the green side again. Next step, let's go to deploy and run transactions is the fifth button. And Remix can be used. Remix has a blockchain in memory, so you can deploy now and test, but you will not be in a blockchain. To be in the blockchain, we must connect Remix with our wallet. To do this, I will go to Environment and select Injected Provider. In our case, it's MetaMask. So select Injected Provider. Probably the first time you are doing this, MetaMask, you open a pop-up window and you need to confirm that you'd like to connect your wallet with this website. For me, I didn't have this question now because I was connected before. And also you can see here that we are on Girly 5 is the ID of the network, Girly Network. And also this is the my balance, this is my account. Let's go a bit down, go to contract, and you can see that you have your contract over there, the name of your contract. We only have one contract here, so this is not a problem, but you can have a lot of contracts. So you must be careful and select your contract here, okay? Next step, Let's deploy our smart contracts. So inject the provider and deploy. Now I'm sending a transaction to Girly Network using Remix, but I'm using MetaMask. I'm sending the transaction with MetaMask. Deploy. Wait a minute. The transaction is being created. A bit slow today. Yes, let's go down and confirm my transaction. Now we need to wait the transaction be confirmed again on blockchain. Let's drink something. And yes, time is perfect. I can see here that my transaction is confirmed. This is a nice area to you see what happened with your transactions on Remix. But also I can see in my MetaMask account that I have the transaction confirmed. I don't know what's happened with my MetaMask today. Here we are, contract deployment. Okay. So let's scroll down in the left side of your screen and go to deployed contracts. Then put here your name and the register address. So let's see mine. How you get my address? In deployed contracts, you can see that your contract is over there, and in the right side of your contract, you can copy the address. Copy and paste for you. If you put your address here, I would like to have more than one contract to interact with you as well. And this here, if I expand the register, I have here two buttons. The get info, it's a blue button because I'm not changing nothing in the blockchain. It's a query local and I don't have any information now. So let's add some information here. What about Chainlink hackathon? So I'm sending a transaction now to the blockchain to save this information. And you understand why I'm saying that's not so private as well. Confirm. Yes, let's see what's happened. The transaction is pending. Are you open on Etherscan as well? Let's wait a bit more. Yes, it's confirmed. If I go now to get info, I can see here the Chainlink hackathon. But take a look on this. This is the transaction. Etherscan is indexed now. If I go to see more, and if I change this, if I click on the code input data, I can see what is the information that I'm sending to the blockchain. What is the information that I'm saving in my private variable. So because of this, I'm saying that it's not so private because you can monitor this kind of transactions, for example. Let's come back here. This is our first smart contract. Hey, great, Reginald. Now I see your smart contract because we are on blockchain, we are in the same network around the world. So Reginald is on Belgium, I am in Bogota, in Colombia now, and I will see his smart contract. How can I do this? I will copy the address of the smart contract and come back here to Remix. The first is mine, but if I paste the address on add address, we are using the same source code with another address that is already deployed on blockchain at address. And the second is not mine, it's from Reginald. Let's see what he saved over there. Chainlink hackathon from Belgium. Amazing. I love it. So, imagine that I change your smart contract. Wow, it's possible. Yes, because we don't have any control of access over there. Any person can do this. So I will change to only hackathon. Hackathon Chainlink. Let's invert it. Okay, let's see. I'm interacting with another smart contract that it's already deployed, not by me, but now. This is the idea now. And after this, we are doing another smart contract to control the access. Wait a minute. Here we are, is confirmed. Let's see. Now, Hackathon Chainlink Belgium. So, Reginald, is it changing for you as well? Let me know in our chat, please. Amazing. So, this was our first smart contract. Let's now create another smart contract with access. How will you do this? I will get the other contract. I need to open my Visual Studio to get it. Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot this here. I need to get the right project because it's not done. Here we are, workshop. Wow, almost done. Let's see. And remember that we have a lot of workshops for you. It's not only this. If you scroll down, you can see all the workshops over there. Okay? Yes, here we are. Now we are creating the register access. And you will copy and paste what will be inside the beginning and the end. Now wait a minute, I need to take off one part here. Here is better. And now you will learn a lot of concepts of solidity. Let's understand this better. This is huge. I know. And you created this as well. So let's go to my remix. Here we are. I will go again to the second button, File Explorer, go to create a new file, and my file now is called register access. In the same way of you, I will copy and paste the code, what is inside the beginning and the end. Here we are. And let's explain this because this is huge and all the Solidity concepts or most part of the Solidity concepts are here. And wait a minute. Here we are. Now, our information is not only one information, it's a list of information. So this is an array. Here we are. The string with this is an array. Then I also have another variable to save the address. An address It's a kind or it's a type in Solidity in Ethereum, and this is public. And I'd like to save the address who is publishing the smart contract. This will be the owner of the smart contract. After this, I have a mapping, and a mapping, it's a key value structure. So for each address, I will have the information true or false. And if I don't have this information, the default is false. My mapping is a whitelist. It means that I will use this whitelist only the address who is in the whitelist can, for example, change the information or add a new information. Then we have a new concept that is the constructor. The constructor is called only when you are deploying the smart contract, only once. And we use the constructor to initialize some variables. For example, in my case, I'm used to define that the owner is the message dot sender, is the person, the address who is sending the transaction to deploy the smart contract, and also, and I'm adding the owner in the whitelist. Then we have an event. What's an event? An event, it's something that, like a log that you can use outside the blockchain. You can monitor this kind of logs. So my event is called info change, and I'd like to send this kind of alert, this kind of event, each time that the information is changed. So I will send the information old and then information new. Also, we have the concept of modifiers. I have two modifiers over there. First, only owner. It means that if I add the only owner in some function, only the owner can call this function. In our case, only the account who is sending the transaction, this account must be the same account that this is the owner. Okay? And if not, if this is not true, you will send the message only owner. And this is second modifier that I have, I'm checking the whitelist. One point important. This symbol means that if this condition is true, it will continue the code. Then we have another modifier called only whitelist, and it's the same concept. I will check if the sender of the transaction is already on the whitelist. And if it's not, only I will send the message only whitelist. If it is true, continue the code. Then our function getInfo now, you need to pass an index because we have a list of information starting from 0. So 0 from the size of list minus 1. I will pass the index and I will get the information that is in that position. Also, the set info now is changed. Set info now is to save information in one position. I need to pass the index and I need to pass the information. And because I'm changing the information, now I will emit the info change event with the old information and the new information. And then I will change it. Yes, JD initials is like next that use only for modifiers. Yes, it's this. Also, we have now a new, so important. You can see here that only an address that is on whitelist can do this. So now I have a control of access. In the same way, I have the add info. This is to add a new information in the end of our list. I will pass the information again, only the address which is in the whitelist can do this, and I will add the information at the end, and I'm returning the position of the information. This is optional. Another interesting function that I have, I can list all the info, all the array, all the information. So list info is returning the array of strings. And to conclude this smart content, I have two functions that control the access. So add member and delete member, you define if your address is on whitelist or no. In our case, if I add this in the whitelist, remember that this is a key value, so it's a kind of array, but it's not array. I will put the address here, and I'm saying that's true, so it's in the whitelist. Or when I'd like to not have this anymore, I will say that the whitelist is false. Okay, this is really, really amazing. So wait a minute. I need to do something here. Okay. Let's see. I'm back. I need to do another thing with this guy. Okay. If you send the same comment more than once, sorry, I need to block you for a moment. And this is, are you ready to deploy this smart content? Let's go. Again, I will go to the fourth button over there, to Solid Compiler, only to see if this is good. Okay, it's compiled, green symbol, perfect. Let's go to the fifth button, the deploy and run transactions, and I have the register access selected over there, and I will click on deploy. Again, we are preparing the transaction, and I need to drink something. Wait a bit more. Here we are. Confirm the transaction. Russell is asking, can you know how many elements the mapping has? No, you can't. If you'd like to know this, you need to create another kind of control. Or you can use array if you need to have this kind of control. Sometimes I do a structure, it's kind of a database with a mapping pointing to a number, and the number is going to some place in the array. And in this way, I can manage how many elements I have, but in fact, I'm managing this on array, not on the mapping. In the mapping, it's impossible. Imagine that the mapping can has our address of the word. This is impossible, but it's something like that. Okay? And great question, and it was perfect to have our content confirmed. Let's go down a bit. And now I have here the register access with a lot of functions. Let's see. The owner, it's my contract. Yes. List info. I don't have nothing over there. So let's start adding the first info. I add only the Chainlink and info. Add info. And JD is asking if we have a certification program for Chainlink. Not yet, but maybe in the future. And let's come back to our transaction. Here we are. In fact, JG, I have some ideas to create a curse when you are creating smart contracts and interacting with another smart contracts, and you can prove on chain what you are doing. And probably this will be used for a certification program in the future. Yes, it is. We have the first transaction confirmed. If I go to list info, I have Chainlink over there. To get info, if I try the index one, this is doesn't exist yet. So I get a error over there. You can see here, error. If I check zero, remember that we're starting on zero. Yes, Chainlink is over there. So let's add now the hackathon. Add info. So I'm sending another transaction, and in my list I will have two elements now. So only wait the confirmation of this. And you know that I'm reading the chat. If you have any questions, I will answer. Oh, confirm it so fast. So if I go to list info now, you can see here the chain link and hackathon. But now we have two elements here. Let's put that this is the 2022, for example. Or no, I'd like to change the information now. I'd like to change the information in the position 0. Let's explain this. Position 0, and I'd like to put the file chain link. Wow, this is amazing. And you know that we have the data feeds from Chainlink in Solana as well. And you can check the workshop related to this. Confirm. And is this? No, it's pending as well. Wait a minute. So we are changing the first element of our array. And in the same way, maybe let's refresh this, and maybe you can put here your address and your name and the address of your registered access. Let's go down again and name and this is mine. If someone put another, it will be amazing because I can try to interact with you. Where is my address? It's here. Here we are. Excellent. How can I check that my access is working well, for example? I can create another account on MetaMask. Let's do this. And then I will change to use this second account or remix. I used to do this with other people, but it's the same. For example, if I go here, create account 2. Now I have two accounts that is from the same seed phrase, and the second account is not on my whitelist. So you have a problem, or I'd like to exactly test this for you. And you can see that it's not connected on Remix. Let's try to connect. Connect. And let's see. If I go to be sure now, D4, D4, yes, okay, I don't have ethers in this account. I will come back to the first and send something. This is my first account, but I forgot to copy the address. Come back to the second account, copy the address, come back to the first, and I will send some ethers from my first account to the second. This is the first, 0.01. Next. And now I know that my second account is not on my whitelist. And what's happened with this? Let's see. Is sending. Let's wait a bit. And then I will change my account again. It's taking a long time now. Yes, confirm. Let's go to the other account. And now you can see that I have 0.01 ethers, and I will try to interact with this contract. I'd like to add the information. File Chainlink Hackathon 2022. Can I do this? Probably not. No. And why not? Because this second account is not in my whitelist. So you can see here that is not possible. What Remix is doing here? It is simulating the transaction and it's telling what will happen. Can you send the transaction anyway? Yes, you can, but you are only losing ethers, only spent ethers that to do a transaction that will not work. So it's better to cancel the transaction. Is this? In the same way, can I try to add myself in the whitelist? I'm not the owner now. Let's see what's happened. Add member. Exactly the same. I'm not the owner, so I can't add another member. So I have another error here. So is this, you can see that you have the control, you have an access control what you are doing now. So let's come back to my first account. And then I can try to add the member or to add the member first. Here we are, I am in account 2. Let's go to account 1. Yes. And now I can try to add the member. And yes, I can do this because I am in the first account, which created the smart contract. So I am the owner. And what's happened with my MetaMask today? Confirm the transaction. And let's see here. Hey, amazing. Are you try you, Hala? Are you try your contract as well? So this first is mine. I will create another. Not create, I use that address to interact with yours. So this is from Hala. What you have here? Nothing. You didn't put the information yet. But I know that I can't as well. Because I'm not. How I can? There are something wrong with your contract because this is not supposed to be possible. Probably this is your first contract. Yes, let's see, because this is a bit strange. Okay, let's come back to mine, because I know that this second account add the, oh, I didn't change the account. No, I did add the member. Yes, if I go here and check if this address is in the whitelist now, yes, true. So I can change to my other account, the second account. Yes, Ricardo, we did in a way that anyone can see the information, can get the information, but you cannot change the information. Okay. And why am I saying this? Because if you go here in list info, I don't have any control, or in get info, I don't have any control as well. So because of this, I can see the information, I can call the functions, but I cannot update nothing. Now I know that I changed my account, so probably I can update. Let's see. I'd like to add the 2022. Then I will come back to the other contract. Let's see. It's so slow. Yes, confirm this. And let's see what's happened with Hala smart contract, that we know that, yes, I sent a transaction, but didn't work, probably because this is different. This is not the right code for that address. Probably is this. I'd like to see another. Let's see. I already saw Reginald. Let's see Maria. So now I have three register access. The last is from Maria. And you don't have any information as well. But I should not add the information. Let's see. Same problem. Are you using the first contract? It's a it's something wrong with this. Probably you are using the first register.sol, and we are in the second now. I will check one more, but my contract is confirmed. Let's see. List info, Chainlink, hackathon. Oh, wow. 2022. This is okay. Amazing. But, Regina, I need to see yours. Let's see. All of you. So let's change the address again. And now I have 4 instances of the register access. The last is from Reginald. And yes, changed Solidity remix. Amazing. So to finish, I will send my address, Reginald. Could you add me in your whitelist? I'm trying to get my addresses. Here will be better. This is the address of my second account. Opa, what I am. So, this. And Reginald, let me know when I am in the whitelist. I can see as well, but it's better if you tell me. Because I can go here, is the Reginald register address, and I can check the whitelist. You can see that I'm not in the whitelist yet. I'm waiting. Let's drink something. Oh, thank you, Horacio. Yes, I really love to do workshops that the people are doing with me and are interact with me because in this way I'm sure that you are learning. This make the difference. And let's see now. I'm not in the right list yet. I don't know if Reginald is trying to add me or not. Maybe I cannot do this. Thank you. Well, but I think I could explain how that I'd like to explain for you. I will close this workshop only with a link to help you. This is the wizard from Open. Ah, yes, waiting. Okay, perfect. This is the wizard from Open Zeppelin. Today I teach the basics of Solidity for you. But when you'd like to do some complex concepts, we have some concepts done here in the wizard, and you can try to use this. For example, if you'd like to create a token ERC20, you can put here the name and the symbol, and it's mintable, and different kind of controls, and you can define here. In the same to create an NFT, and you can study this later. This can help you. Let's see now if the transaction is confirmed. Yes, you can see now that's true. So I change the regional contract. Change it solid remix. So, and I'm adding information not in my contract, but in hashing out contract, but only because he allowed me to do this. Let's wait this transaction. Yes. So waiting this, and I can come back here. In the same way, you can see this is a NFT, for example, and it's changing live. And you can have like a metadata pointing to something in IPFS, for example, and you can see this on OpenSea. In the same way, I'd like to mint the tokens. I'd like to have a control of the IDs. I'd like to list them. Wow, a lot of things. And I'd like to save the storage, the URL. So we have a lot of things here. But let's come back to here to conclude and on list info. Now we have changed solid remix so and it is working. So is this for today? I know that this content is for beginners, but it's so important for you to understand this, to start from the beginning, to know what you are doing. And I know that we have a lot of awesome workshops now, and I hope that you see our workshops, try to use, try to learn and to practice in all of them. And good luck in the hackathon. Thank you and bye.